In this video, I'm unveiling a strategy with 100% reliable reversals and entries, a trading approach powered by one of TradingView's most popular indicators. This in-depth tutorial will teach you how to use this magic indicator effectively and provide you with a complete trading strategy designed to deliver significant profits. Before we dive deeper, LuxAlgo is running their biggest Black Friday sale ever. You can get up to 65% off their Ultimate Plan, but only Ultimate Plan members get exclusive access to their brand new AI product, a tool so genius no other provider in the market comes close to offering anything like that. You can upgrade or extend your Ultimate Plan up to 3 times. With the sale, the new price is less than $1.40 per day. That's less than the cost of your daily coffee, but it gives you the power to revolutionize your trading. Seriously, this is probably a once-in-a-lifetime chance, so you need to make sure to act now before the sale ends, and use my special link to secure this incredible opportunity. As usual, I would like to point out that the technical analysis tool we're going to use can be used for trading highly volatile cryptocurrencies, stocks, futures, and forex pairs. The most suitable timeframes for this strategy are 5 and 15 minutes, 1 hour, and 4 hours. By the way, I've put this strategy to the test 100 times on the USD Japanese yen. By the end of this video, I'm going to share the full breakdown of my trading results. But before we dive into it, I want to show you how I use LuxAlgo's brand new AI tool to craft the foundation for this strategy. This powerful feature allows traders to create custom strategies by simply describing the conditions. For example, I asked the tool to generate a strategy for USDJPY using confirmation signals as the first condition. Then, I added that by the time the confirmation signal appears, the NeoCloud must be bullish. Incredibly, the AI tool provided me with a strategy meeting these conditions, achieving over a 75% win rate. Okay, without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. To apply the indicators on your chart, log into your TradingView account and open any market. Currently, I am monitoring the USD Japanese yen price chart on the hourly time frame. Open the indicators and first search for LuxAlgo Signals and Overlays and click to add it to your chart. Alright, now let's adjust the settings of our indicator. For the signal mode, we want to use confirmation and exits. Next, we want to set the candle coloring to none. Then we want to disable the Smart Trail overlay and enable the NeoCloud and set its value to 1. And now for the signal sensitivity. Depending on the asset and time frame you're trading, I recommend using the autopilot sensitivity set to midterm or long-term if you prefer an easier approach without adjusting the sensitivity manually. For advanced traders, I suggest using the manual sensitivity and setting it to a value between 18 and 32, based on the asset, time frame, and current market volatility. And finally, you want to click the Style tab and disable both the bullish and bearish exit signals, as we don't need them for our strategy. Then we want to click the indicators again and search for Squeeze Momentum Indicator and click this one by LazyBear. For the KC length, we want to use 80, and for the multiplication factor, we want to use 1.5. Now click the Style tab and uncheck the second plot option. And that's it. So, when exactly should we enter buy or sell trades? Here are the exact rules for a buy position. For the first condition, we need to see a buy signal appear. This can be either a normal buy or a strong buy signal. At the time the buy signal appears, we need the NeoCloud to be blue. This is our second entry condition. For the third condition, the squeeze index must be light green. If it's dark green, we do not enter the trade. All conditions are met at this candlestick, so we open a buy trade at the close of the candlestick. For the stop loss, you can set it either below the NeoCloud or below the most recent swing low, depending on your risk preference, the asset, and the time frame you're trading on. Now, for taking profits, we will use 2 targets. First, aim for a 1 to 1.5 risk-reward ratio. At this candlestick, our first target of 1.5 risk-reward was hit. At this point, I like to close half of the position and move the stop loss slightly above the entry to protect our capital. For the second take-profit target, we let the remaining position run until it hits a 3.3 risk-reward ratio. At this candlestick, our target was hit, and this trade resulted in a 6.2% move, which is a great result. Now let me show you another buy trade example. For our first condition, we need a buy signal to appear. This can be either a normal buy signal or a strong buy signal. When the buy signal is confirmed, the NeoCloud should be blue, which serves as our second entry condition. For the third condition, the squeeze index must be light green. If it's dark green, we skip the trade. All conditions are met at this candlestick, so we enter a buy trade at its close. The stop loss can be placed either below the NeoCloud or below the most recent swing low. For taking profits, we'll will set two targets. The first target is a 1 to 1.5 risk-reward ratio. Once this target was reached at this candlestick, I preferred to secure profits by closing half of the position and moving the stop loss to break even to protect the remaining trade. Unfortunately, a few candles later, the price pulled back and hit the stop loss level at break even. This meant the remaining position was closed without further profit. While the second target wasn't achieved, we still locked in partial gains, keeping the trade profitable and low risk. Now, let's go through an invalid buy trade to highlight the importance of following all the conditions for a valid trade entry. In this example, we see a buy signal, which means our first condition is met. The NeoCloud is also blue, fulfilling our second condition. However, when we check the squeeze index, we can see it is red. This means our third condition is not satisfied, so we skip this trading signal. If we had entered this trade despite the invalid setup, we can clearly see it would have resulted in a loss. Okay, now let's learn the rules for a sell trade. For the first condition, we need to see a sell signal appear. This can be either a normal or a strong sell signal. By the time the signal appears, we need the NeoCloud to be red. This is our second entry condition. For the third condition, the squeeze index must be light red. If it's dark red or if it's green colored, we do not enter the trade. All conditions are met at this candlestick, so we open a sell trade at the close of the candlestick. For the stop loss, you can set it either above the NeoCloud or above the most recent swing high, depending on your risk preference, the asset, and the time frame you're trading on. And for taking profits, same as for buy trades, we will use two targets. First, we aim for a 1 to 1.5 risk-reward ratio. At this candlestick, our first target of 1.5 risk-reward was hit. At this point, I close 50% of the position and move the stop loss slightly above the entry to protect my capital. For the second take-profit target, we let the remaining position run until it hits a 3.3 risk-reward ratio. At this candlestick, our target was hit, and this trade resulted in a 5.4% move, which is an impressive outcome. Now let me show you another sell trade example. First, we need to see a sell signal appear. Second, by the time the signal appears, the NeoCloud must be red colored. And third, the squeeze index must be light red. We're going to open a sell trade at the close of the candlestick. For the stop loss, we use either the NeoCloud or the most recent swing high. And for taking profits, first we aim for a 1 to 1.5 risk-reward ratio. At this candlestick, our first target was hit, so we want to close 50% of our position and move the stop loss slightly above the entry. And then we let the remaining position run until it hits a 3.3 risk-reward ratio. At this candlestick, our target was hit, and this trade resulted in a 2% move, a solid gain. Now, before we get into the backtesting results, let's go through an invalid sell trade to highlight the importance of following all the conditions for a valid trade entry. In this example, we see a sell signal, which means our first condition is met. The NeoCloud is also red, fulfilling our second condition. However, when we check the squeeze index, we can see it is green. This means our third condition is not satisfied, so we skip this trading signal. All right, at the beginning of the video, I promised to show you the backtesting results, and now it's time to deliver on that promise. I've tested this strategy 100 times manually on the USD Japanese yen 1-hour chart, and here are the results. I started with a $1,000 account balance. I use 10% of my account per trade, adjusting as my balance changes with each win or loss. For example, if I profit $100 on a trade, my new balance becomes $1,100, and I use 10% of this updated balance for the next trade. If you want to learn my best strategies for trading crypto, forex, and stocks, check out this video right here.